There we are. Sorry, just a few little technical difficulties getting on. Hey, thank you so much for tuning in. I am Daniela Saioni, and this is where I get to do one of the joys of my entire year, and that is giving full scholarships to my Director Whisper training program. Now, this year, I am giving away the 5 full scholarships. I always give away a few partial scholarships, but I'll tell you the surprise in a sec. First, let me announce the winners. I know it was such a hard decision. I hope here it was such a hard decision in many ways, but I think the 5 full scholarship winners very, very, very clearly. I mean, everybody was very deserving on both a merit level and on a financial need level. Okay, without further ado, it says I've got 5 people watching. Many of you will be watching in the replay. By the way, what I want to do is I'm teaching at the Writers Lab this week. That's the Meryl Streep financed screenwriting program for women over 40. But once I wrap on Friday, after that, I want to organize a Zoom with all the full and partial scholarship winners. Hi, Ethan. All right. But yeah, and sorry that I can't get to it like right today, but there's a lot going on. Hi, Jessica. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. So our Nollywood winner is Jessica Zugwai in Nigeria. Yay! Every year I like to give at least one scholarship to a Nollywood applicant. Jessica is so accomplished, and there is so much more to learn. My goal for everybody is to be like top of the pops, A-listers, having a career they love. And Jessica, you're on an incredible trajectory, and I hope and I know that this will help you. So welcome to the fold. You are now a Director Whisperer. We'll talk more on that Zoom. The next person who got a full scholarship is Pukar Bandari in Nepal. Oh my God, I was so happy to read your application. What an incredible drive you have. What an incredible career you have shaping up even now in a country where we don't often think but of, that there's a film industry, and you're right next to, you're near some of the giant countries of filmmaking. So I'm so honored that Pukar applied for the scholarship and is now my first student in Nepal. And that makes me so happy. Okay, sorry. I always get super, if you watch like the replays of the scholarship winners every year, I always cry. I can't help it. Next, I was so happy to get this application as well. This woman is a mover and a shaker in her country, meaning like Zetelina, if you don't know what that means it's like you're someone really, really already on the rise and you've barely just begun. I'm so thrilled to offer Svetlana Yordanova in Bulgaria a full scholarship to the Director Whisperer training program. As we know, wage disparity is real, and it's very real in Bulgaria. Even though they're transitioning to EU, there's going to be a while where it's going to be there's just not the same advantages we have as North Americans and Europeans in terms of the wages. However, I did give one scholarship to full scholarship. I gave others partial scholarships to one European, and that is Mr. Ethan Ryan in Ireland, in County Wexford. I'm so happy to get your application, Ethan. You're very dedicated to the craft, and I know sort of the challenges that you face. And I think you'll love it. I know you'll love it. So thank you for putting in the application. You've got a full scholarship to the Director Whisperer training program. Who are we missing? I did give one to an American. I gave several, by the way. The Americans cleaned up in this in the partial scholarship section of this class of this offer. But one American kind of shone through in both categories of dedication to the craft and financial need. And this was a really, really, really tough one because there were a lot of you sort of close, but I'm very sure of my decision to give a full scholarship to Katie Dixon in Louisville. And thank you for being my first student in Louisville. Louisville has a growing industry, and I know it's not one of the most abundant parts of the country, but it's a great place to be a creative. And I hope and I know that you'll make full use of this. You already have been so engaged. And I met a number of you in the current event. I'm running the 12 Days of Scriptmas. So those are my 5 scholarship winners who got full scholarships. Meaning, what I can do is enroll you all today, but I want to do the Zoom with the winners and the partial scholarship winners. So let me explain what I did for the partial scholarship winners. Everybody who applied got a partial scholarship. If you didn't get a full scholarship, you have the course for half price. And there's payment plans that can take that down to so little that even those of you suffering if you can't afford it this week or next month, you have all year to claim it. Okay. I'll explain it. So the course itself is normally $12.97 US, which is less than a day, a half of union work and a few days of non-union work in North America. I know it's different in other countries. The people that I gave partial scholarships to are all deserving. They're all in financial need. They're in Europe, Canada, and really the UK, Canada, and the United States. Most in the United States. You guys have had some hard times in the United States this year, and so I want to acknowledge that everybody was deserving. Everybody put forward a great application, by the way, very personal and very. I take them all to heart, and I listen, and I really have to ponder on it. But with a partial scholarship, I have helped a lot of people who couldn't otherwise afford this program over the last 2 years really, really rise. Like I have had partial scholarship winners that got into the union within 2 years in the United States. It's really, really a life-changing thing. So I'll break down the cost, but first I want to just acknowledge all the winners. Let's start in the UK. Teri Agazu in the UK, you got a partial scholarship, which means 50% off. So 50% off the course is about $650-ish. And that can break down into very small payments. The smallest it can be is like 8 payments of $99 a month. As someone who grew up very poor, that's something that I would have been able to afford it and jump on. But I understand that it might not be something you can afford tomorrow, but just know you're earmarked. So in the UK, we've got Teddy, Deborah Kelty in Wales, and Poppy Franziska in London. Congratulations. Thank you for being my UK applicants, by the way. The UK is where I have the most students in the world. And I was actually surprised I didn't get more applications from the UK, but it's okay. Everyone, you guys are going to have a banner year. So I'm very confident that certainly at the scholarship rate, at the partial scholarship rate, you'll be able to easily thrive this year. Next, let's go to Canada. All my Canadians who applied got partial scholarships. Michael Martin Dillon in Toronto, Sandy Campbell in Toronto, Clement David in Montreal, and Zodi Rafieva in Vancouver. All four very, very into this craft, and Zodi especially very accomplished in this craft. But all of you, I think, will get a lot out of the program. And now let's go to our 6 Americans. The 6 Americans who are getting partial scholarships, half-price scholarships, are Erica Rue in Los Angeles. Congratulations, Erica. What a fantastic, I've been able to interact with some of the applicants in the 12 Days of Scriptmas event that I've been having. By the way, we've got one more day, so one more thing tomorrow. But Erica, congratulations. Desiree Rose Thomas in Los Angeles. Very, very, I appreciated that you came to the mentorship panel and you were engaged, and I appreciated your application. Sally Sperling in Alabama. Rose Jackson Smith in Utah. Lainey Booth in Texas, and Katerina Sazonova in Chicago. So as I said, it brings the cost down substantially, and there's 3 different payment plan options that I can, but the lowest one being $99 US. There's no tax on top of that. I feel that should be affordable enough for even those in financial need, and you don't have to do it tomorrow. That the work is picking up all over North America and the UK. So you can, think about it and get back to me. I will email everyone. Clement, oh, hi, you're here. And I'm just seeing Yay. Thank you, Michael. And Sally, thank you. You're all so deserving, by the way, so deserving. Yes, congratulations to you all. So I will email everybody and I will schedule this Zoom. I know that Nepal, it might be hard with the time zone. We'll try to pick a time zone that's that can hopefully work for the majority. I'll record it so that if you can't attend live, that you'll have the recording. And basically, I'm going to walk you through the program. It's quite a multi-tentacled beast. It's a very, it's been growing and growing for 35 years. So it is very well organized, but I still want you to be able to know where everything is, how to interact with me and your classmates, to join our international Facebook group. Thank you. I only cried a little this time. That's good. Sometimes I'm bawling, but really, like today we gave out, I did the math. We gave out almost $15,000 US in scholarships. So I'm very, very, I love that. That let the abundance flow in all directions this year, 2026. There's something about this year coming up. I can feel it in the energy. It's going to be great. This makes me happy to be able to offer these things to wonderful script supervisors. And tomorrow we have one more event in the 12 days of Scriptmas, and then on Tuesday I go teach the writing lab. So on tomorrow, Monday, January 5th, we're just going to do a closing Zoom webinar, and I'm going to introduce the film work playbook, which is, if for those who are not interested in my full course, but are very interested in learning how to find and access work in the film industry. Everyone in my program gets that course for free, and that'll be all of the scholarship winners as well. But I'm just going to talk about it tomorrow. I wanted to launch it tomorrow, but I'm still doing my taxes. I'm a little bit behind, so we're going to launch it in 2 weeks. But I'll explain all about it. I've never been more excited about anything, and I'd love to hear tomorrow all the feedback about the events of the 12 days of Scriptmas. And I love you guys. I'm so grateful for this community and for all of your dedication and interest in the craft. And I'll see a bunch of you tomorrow, and I'll see some of you on next week's scholarship Zoom call. Bye. Thank you. Thank you for applying. Is it going to let me hang up? It's awkward.